It's time for your favorite show. We'll make your brain explode. I am your host. Welcome to Ultra Reload.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ultra Reload number 14. It is a pleasure to have everybody here. You'll notice that my background is a little bit different this week. I am slightly relocated to a bit more inland of South Africa, and I'm streaming from here this week. So apologies for the change of environment, but hopefully the same quality will persist. We have quite an interesting show for you guys today. We have Duncan Dam, who is a blockchain developer at Ultra, here to talk about all things blockchain at Ultra and a little bit about himself. And then, as always, we have the great Gus, who will be giving his updates and answering some community questions. So welcome to Ultra Reload. I'm your host, Doug. And without further ado, let's bring on Gus. Hello,
Hey,
Gus. How are
guys.
you doing today?
Not bad, and you?
Good. As always, thank you for joining. We know you're a busy guy, but you always make the time for us. So here on Ultra Reload. So thank you so much for that.
No, it's always a pleasure. Few little things this week. Maybe one thing that you're gonna have some updates in the coming weeks. I'm working on next to all the like the roadmap update. There's nothing major this week, so I'm not gonna go through this this time. I'm gonna make some update next week. One thing that I can maybe present is that I'm working on is on the advisory board. Maybe Doug, you can share the slide so the community see what's. There we go. So very quickly, the advisory board is basically to help me to structure the to carry the strategy, to institutionalize the Ultra, and to give a stamp on the different aspect of Ultra as needs to be institutionalized in, right? So different type of members, like most of them has been nearly closed. Like there is discussion, it's contract with the deliverables on their sides. It's big shots. So we some discussion there. But, nearly discussion with all of them except a large scale gamer that I haven't spoke with yet. So a big name in institutionalized crypto. That's one member, a banker. To give this stamp that we not those crypto company that's go ups and downs. It's having a concrete banker from the classical words that's on the advisory board will make the link with this the institution I need. Big guys in the gaming, right? In the gaming world. Consumer tax executive. That's where like someone from Netflix, Spotify, from this area to bring me this aspect of things, and then a former politician. Again, this advisory board is it's all big shot that's helping us to institutionalize the Ultra. Those guys will be in charge to put few papers per year that all going to co-sign, and to give the point of view of Ultra in on some major questions that Ultra is navigating in, right? So yeah, that's something that I've been working on for a while. Discussion with most of the members, trying to close it in months or so. So I'll come back to you on this. Then two things. There is two new games that came out.
The two games that are coming soon are Block Lords and Lusa.
Yeah, Block Lord and Lusa. Here we go. So those two games coming next week. Again, it's regarding the game portfolio. The strategy of Ultra is not going from two games by two games each week. Right? It's a work that's still going on. But the strategy is to scale that in big with big numbers, and things is still in discussion, going in the right direction. As soon as the ink is on the paper, you'll be the first to know about it. What else? Maybe we can go on the questions. You're on mute, Doug.
I just noticed. But thank you. Yeah, we can definitely go on the questions. Thank you for the updates, Gus. We appreciate it. And I know there's been a lot of positive feedback from the NFT Paris live stream last week. So thank you for doing that as well. I know it was chaos. Brilliant. So, Gus, let's start with the first question. We have some people asking, we announced quests in our roadmap, a bespoke Ultra Quest DApp. So will quests be something like achievements in games, but not only for games?
Before the question that regarding the NFT was very interesting. I mean, it's always good to get into the real life of all this. Lots of very interesting returns of regarding the ecosystem. We did this paniche where we invite investors, partners, gamers, community members, and so on and so forth. Lots of good things in terms of partnership. So it is something that we're gonna redo and place it again. I'm working for an event in Cannes in June. Nothing sure yet, but that's to show you that those things is important. I'm not sure having a stand is something that's I'm looking forward to. I've been in startup and companies for years now, and having a booth where you presenting the thing is not where it really happening. Having the side events where you can you can invite the big shots and it's all about you. That makes sense. So it's probably more the strategy we're gonna have mainly on those type of events. Next to that, so the question for the quest, no, it's not only in game. It's something that's going to be enlarged for the entire platform and ecosystem, I would say.
Perfect. Thank you, Gus. And you gave a little bit of feedback about NFT Paris. That was great. And a lot of people saw the content that came from the boat event. And a lot of us were very jealous, but I'm glad that it was that it yielded some results. So there's a more specific NFT Paris question. So a lot of people saw your discussion on AI as a means for acceleration, financial income, and security. And they wanted to know, is this something that is planned to come to Ultra?
Yeah, of course it will come in Ultra. I mean, one of the things that excite me at Ultra at first is the leverage that we have with the blockchain, right? And the AI aspect is an essential bricks on Ultra. So I'll start with the AI, and then I come to the blockchain because I made the link at during the panel. This AI aspect on the security is something that we have to be on the edge. Like I explained you last time, the three type of product that we have. One of them is our blockchain, and we need to make sure that it's well secured. And the best way to secure a blockchain is the AI, right? It's AI will be the first tools to be used to attack the blockchain. So AI will be the first tool that we're going to use to secure the blockchain as well. The financial aspect is very interesting as well, and it will come in games, right? And it is something that we're already having discussion with to see how we can make sure that we're trying to lead the game because of all this. And then the aspect of efficiency in general, the fact that AI will be able to deploy a smart contract. It is something that's going to help us already today. It's going to come in our process, and then it's going to slowly go to the rest of the potential aspect of building smart contracts. So definitely AI is something that's we as Ultra are looking at very closely and having discussion with the different companies in a very close way. Regarding the blockchain, my conviction is, there is a lot of worried about how much AI is gonna start to gonna be the new dictator and is gonna lead the world, and how we're gonna deal with that and all this. I've got a strong belief that blockchain is definitely one of the aspects that's gonna help AI to be a compliance with the human species somehow. The danger of AI is the concentration of data at the same place, and with the of everything on the same place. Having this on the blockchain, it's changing completely the game. And having this blockchain with the gaming aspect, I think it is something. When I'm talking about all this institutionalization of Ultra, we need to carry some flagship and strong conviction. It is one of the conviction that we're going to carry, is that companies like Ultra will help AI to be much more compliant with the world we would like to foresee in the future, right? It was a bit long and philosophical, but so you guys got my thoughts on it.
No, brilliant. Thank you so much for that, Gus. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who are worried about the future of AI, and too many people have watched iRobot. So now it'll be iUltra. So that's great. Thank you so much. And then, looking at our roadmap we presented 2 weeks ago, I know you were in there as well. A lot of the community have some questions. And one of the consistent questions we've received over the many weeks is there's no implementation for mobile gaming shown within the roadmap. Are there any plans to introduce that or explore that in 2025?
So the ambition of Ultra is to place ourselves in the center of the gaming industry, right? With between gamers, developers, and developers and publisher, right? So publisher, developers, and gamers. We want to be in the center of this, right? Of course, we're not going to do everything at the same time, so we're going to lose ourselves and not delivering things on time. The mobile is definitely an enormous market, an enormous growing market, and the desktop and mobile was slowly getting confusion between the two, because it's getting closer and closer between the two type of a hardware. So being present on mobile is definitely something that we want. To be completely frank, today the company I'm discussing with to acquire, and even in terms of game portfolio from technology or different things I'm meeting, I'm not putting a filter to say, oh, you're mobile, I'm not chatting with you. I'm chatting with them because business is about opportunity, and if we're falling into the perfect mobile gaming company that can be implemented easily, and all of a sudden can get into the roadmap and move some other pieces. Today we've got a roadmap, we stick to it, but again, business is about opportunity, and I'm definitely open to all of them. And I've met several mobile company during the NFT Paris, and I'm still going to do so to see how we can accelerate this market.
Well, there you go, guys. I think all the people asking that question are going to feel quite satisfied with that answer. It makes total sense. And I think there's just a lot of relief that we have that roadmap out to the community. We're excited about it, and excited to see how that will change over time, but also deliver those things that we've said. The last question of the stream today for you, Gus. I know you got to get going. You're a busy man, but we do have Crypto Stash, one of our good friends. Crypto Stash, who has been a longtime friend and partner of Ultra. He has asked when he will be able to live stream Ashes of Mankind, and why are we stopping him from live streaming Ashes of Mankind?
Well, I've got a good news then. I mean, first of all, I'll be glad to speak with this guy because I haven't spoke with him yet, and he can live stream right now. Right? You want to do it? Do so. What I think is that he's looking for some remuneration. Well, when you are so fucking proud of a game like we are, we believe that people should be proud enough to be able to live stream before everyone, and that's already a remuneration. That's my vision of things. Of course, everything can be discussed, but we're not the cheap. We're not a cheap one. So we know we're very convinced that what we have is already an honor to live stream. But again, it all depends on what's on the other side of the balance. And if he can bring me a million users, I'm sure we can discuss, right? So my message to this guy is, give me a ring. We'll see.
There you go, Crypto Stash. The invite has been thrown out. We will get you in touch with Gus, and you guys can hammer it out. But thank you for asking the question, Crypto Stash, and we always enjoy hosting you in these events. And look forward to chatting to you soon. But Gus, that is it from our side for today. If you have any more updates,
guys, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot, and we'll see each other next week then.
Thank you so
All
much,
right.
guys. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Guys, that was Gus, our CEO, always making time for the Ultra Reload show, always making time for the community. We are very lucky to have him and very happy to have him here. And it is a golden age of Ultra with him at the helm. And I'm sure that will continue to be as transparent and as ambitious as we are. So with that, guys, I'm just going to give a few quick updates before we bring on Duncan Dam, who I know you guys are all itching to hear from. I'm itching to talk to him. And like I said, we have 2 games coming soon, Blocklords and Lusa. They are going to be listed very, very soon. I believe Blocklords is next week. And then in the pipeline, we have up to 37 games. And as you guys have been keeping track over the weeks, we do have a small streamlined team. We are busy improving these processes to get these games listed quicker. But the great news is that we are in no shortage of options and these games are coming. They are streaming in, they're coming in, and we are very happy to have them and we will host them as soon as we can. And on the product side, guys, we launched social logins. We got Google login, we got Twitch, we got Discord and Epic Games. So use your existing accounts, log into Ultra with that. That is an awesome, awesome delivery. So thank you to the product team. Gopal, we've had him on the show before, and the rest of the product team who have implemented that, and the rest of the engineering team. No small feat at all, and always appreciated. And speaking of our engineering team, we have a member from the blockchain team right this way. And Duncan, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm great.
It
Hello,
is great
everyone.
to have you on here. We've been dying to get some exposure on the blockchain team on Ultra Reload, and we really appreciate you making time. We understand that all of you guys are really busy, and to take you out during the work hours is nothing short of a sin. But we are glad that you could take the time to come and talk to the community and talk a little bit about yourself. How are you doing today, and where are you calling from?
Hey guys, so I'm great, by the way. So I'm from Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, if you know. So I've been you need to talk about myself.
No, I will ask you the questions. Don't you worry. My next question for you is, what is your cat's name? We have an extra guest on this week. And I see the cat is in the back
Yes.
there.
So his like Vietnamese name is translated to English is like ice cream. So
Ice cream. Nice to meet you, Ice
American
Cream.
cat.
Thank you very. I'm glad that Ice Cream was able to join us today, and hopefully, Ice Cream gives you some calmness while you're working in the Ultra environment. Oh, are you? Oh, we have lost Duncan. There he is. It seems Duncan. There we go. Are you still with us? Yes, you are. Hi there. You can still hear us, Duncan. Okay, great. That's fine. I think it just I think it jumped off a little bit. All right. I can still see you. I'm not sure if you're recording at the moment, but we will see what happens, I guess. Have you refreshed what it asked you to refresh? Sure. Yeah, go ahead. We will wait for you. Don't you worry. There you go, guys. It is the blessing of a live format, and sometimes we get these technical difficulties. But I'm sure we will have Duncan and Ice Cream back on screen very shortly. There he is. There he is. Welcome back, Duncan and Ice
Yeah,
Cream.
okay.
Perfect. Thank you. It was a momentary software issue, but we are back up and running. Thank you for that. Thank you for your assistance there, Ice Cream. I know you probably gave a lot of troubleshooting advice. So let's dive in, Duncan. I'm sure everybody wants to know a little bit about the blockchain team, a little bit about yourself. So can we start off with just a little bit about your background at Ultra? How long have you been with Ultra, and have you had previous positions at Ultra before?
So my position as Ultra is the blockchain developer. So I've been working with Ultra since 2020. So it's 5 years already, almost 5 years. So it's a long journey. So yeah, how I know this job is like I used to work with my team lead. My blockchain team lead is Adam, and I used to work with David also. So we used to work in the same like game studio. So it's easy to join like everyone. So work together. So almost like when I join, it's like everything is seamless because we know each other for, let me see, for now it's like almost 10 years or 12
Wow.
years.
Okay. So you've got a long-term working relationship with David and Adam. And everybody here knows David, and we're going to have Adam on soon, so they'll be able to meet him too. And hopefully they say as nice things about them as about you as you do about them. But 10 years is a long time to be working together. And how has that sort of changed when you started at Ultra?
So it's very natural. It's like actually like after the game studio we're working on, I departed a little bit, so I come back to Vietnam to settle down because I every time like I change a job, I change a city. So finally I come back to Vietnam, and so like after I have a kid or something, then he start the project. So actually I enjoy like after like 1 year. Yeah, it's basically like before, like I only work. Actually, I'm a game developer. I make a lot of Unreal Engine game. So the transition actually very easy because the contract and the protocol we working on it in C++. So from Unreal Engine, you jump to the EOS. It's on C++. It's how the transition.
That's interesting that the game development background is very similar to your blockchain development background at Ultra. That's quite an interesting little tidbit there. So you were working in gaming before you came to Ultra?
Yeah. I work a lot, like at least 10 years on the gaming. Even now, like I have a side job at the consultant for one of the company also. My recent game is I just make like few years, no, actually like few months. I start on the consultant, and we making like wrestling game, but I cannot say much.
Well, hopefully when that is ready, we can get that on Ultra as well. So there you go. So, 10 years of gaming, working at Ultra, and then also working on a gaming project on the side. So were you a gamer as a kid, and that's kind of what started that interest?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's like I playing since I was like, let me see, 4 years, I think. I remember. It's like at that time in Vietnam, it's like we only have the game store where we have like Nintendo 64 or something. It's like very small store, yeah. Every time I need like you need to pay for the hour. It's like at that time it's like a few cents per hour. So that's like every week I have my mother and my parents give me a little bit of money. So
Perfect. And now you make games, and now you make games, you distribute games. So that's a pretty cool full circle for you.
yeah. It's really
Awesome.
fun.
That's very cool.
Yeah. You start with
No, go
Contra,
ahead.
yeah, Teenage Mutant, whatever you can imagine if I play this on. So yeah, very
Perfect.
fun.
Can I ask, what was your favorite game as a kid? You started at 4 years old. What was the game that you always went to the stall to play?
Actually, I play a lot, so it's
It's a tough one to
actually
answer.
yeah. I like to try a new game. It's like so, but mostly I play RPG. Mostly like most favorite one is probably Final Fantasy. I play a lot though on the version.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Final Fantasy fans in the community watching this as well. So you have got some kinship with our blockchain developer, Duncan, everybody. Perfect. Thank you for that background on the gaming side of things, Duncan. And in terms of blockchain, so like you said, the development, the programming language that you worked on with game development is very similar to the EOS programming language. Before Ultra, did you have much exposure to blockchain? Did you develop on blockchain before?
Actually, like no. Before, yeah, I have like zero knowledge on blockchain, but before joining blockchain, I did like spend like at least 3 months to learning everything, like Ethereum. Like, I was like completely nothing. So actually, like game changer for me. So also, I learned a lot of new stuff when I working in the team. So
Perfect. So
that's
anybody
awesome.
watching, if you guys don't have a skill or you want to learn some development, do what Duncan does. Just teach yourself, go through a crash course that you develop, and then you will be able to, take these on. So before Ultra, no blockchain experience, and you taught yourself, and now you've been working Ultra and learning on the job. And now 5 years in, you've got to be a very decent blockchain developer, especially with all the products and development that Ultra's blockchain has been going through. The proof is in the pudding. You guys have done an amazing job, and very impressive that it was self-taught to a large degree, Duncan.
Yeah, thanks.
No worries. And then take us through a little bit of your daily behind the scenes. I mean, me and you interact quite frequently, and overall, Ultra is a pretty small company, so we all get the pleasure of interacting with each other. But what's a day in the life of, Duncan at Ultra? I know you're in Vietnam, so first of all, Ultra's a global workforce, and our time zones aren't always exactly matched up. And again, thank you for joining so late. But what's it like, first of all, working in the time zone you do? Because you have some more time to yourself to work than with everybody else. And what does that work hour, work day look like for you?
So most of our blockchain team is on like Asia because it's our so me and Adam is in Australia, so I'm in Vietnam. So imagine it's like
Works pretty
blockchain
well.
and the rest of the company is that. So how a day is just me and Adam is like talking with each other if we have any issue. Then like half the day we have the meeting with the Europe team. And at night, like normally the US continent is like they come back, and if we need some help or some we need to review some work from them, then I need to stay up a little bit. But mostly at night I only can chat with them. Most work will be done in my morning because afternoon is like meeting. And night is like
Yeah.
I have kids, so the
So
only
there
thing
you
I can
go.
do is yeah.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time in the evening to talk to us. So do you prefer it that way? Do you like sort of having the blockchain team a little bit more, time zone isolated? So you guys get, do you find that's a bit more work friendly, or is it a bit tougher?
Actually, it's work pretty good for blockchain team. It's now the company is blockchain based, right? So whatever we implemented, it's like we can only see it after like 6 months. So pretty much like nobody need a like very urgent, because if urgent then it's something wrong. It's like it's super.
Well, we've got no shortage of urgent stuff at Ultra. But I'm glad to hear you guys take it nice and well balanced on the blockchain team. Maybe I should move over there. That sounds a little bit nicer to me. But perfect. Thank you for that. So, like you said, most of your work's in the morning, and then you got your meetings, and then in the evening, you're a family man. When do you squeeze in your side project out of interest? Is that a little bit, in the evenings? Is that a little bit on the weekends?
So the consultant's job is like whatever the technical issue they have, they will ask me on the chat. So it just take me like five to 10 minutes to sort it out with them. And normally, like if they have like super difficult technical issue, it's like I need to jump in the code, and I will do in the weekend. So just take like few hours in the weekend. Yeah, that's it.
That's a busy man for you. So now that's really cool, Duncan, and managing your time like that's impressive. Quick question before we move on. I see a keyboard in the background there. Are you quite musical, Duncan? Do you play the keyboard?
No, it's my wife and my kid study on. So
Okay, fair enough. So you're the developer and they are the musicians. Got you.
yeah. And it's my kid table in the background.
There you go. Perfect. I thought that was your workstation, but thank you for
Yeah,
clarifying.
I have the whole room for
Perfect.
myself actually. Then my wife moved this one here, and my kid now start school, so he moved it. So
There you go. You got to share the space. So fair enough. All right. So then, moving on. I mean, you saw the Ultra roadmap. You're involved in providing sort of the key insights into creating that roadmap as well. And I think it'll be interesting for everybody to hear if there's any of those items on the roadmap or any special projects that you're most looking for working in the blockchain development team at the moment.
so right now we just finished something called like a random generate number generator on chain. So that one is like user, like any developer can make a new contract, and they can make you the contract to generate a random number on the contract without like depend on the third party service or something. And currently we moving like two big one. Is like one is working on the token grid for the EVM, and I working for something for new version of the protocol they call Spring 1.0. That the too big one for the next. I think I don't know next 3 months or 6 months. I don't know. I don't remember.
We don't do timelines here. The roadmap speaks for us.
I don't remember. But anything like I said, yeah, like I said, it's like anything we make is like you can see is 6 months later. So I don't know.
There you go. So Adam's working on the token bridge mainly, and you're helping. We're most excited about the RNG, the random number generator, and then also you're working on. You said what else you working on? Yeah, the new protocol. So I don't know if we've shared that publicly yet. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's on the roadmap, so I think we're okay. And we're not giving any timelines anyways. We'll get in trouble later if we get in trouble.
Don't know. I also don't know. Like most of the time, like I said, it's like something I remember. Like some feature we make is like come out like after 1 year. It's like it's when I see first on the client, it's like it's what we made. I remember like we did this one like a year ago. It's like now it's.
Well,
So I don't know. Whatever I make is like.
Well, we've got to validate. We've got to make sure it's used for what it needs to be, and we've got to make sure it's safe for the users. So totally get that. But it must be a weird feeling working so hard to get something out and then only seeing the results of it a little bit later. But I get that is the life of a blockchain developer.
Yeah.
But that's great. Thank you so much, Adam, and thank you for not providing timelines. I know that we're quite strict on that, but we appreciate it, and that's great that the random number generator. So. Can you just a little bit of what the random number generator would allow users to do? And just to clarify for everybody watching, it doesn't mean it'll be what it allows it to do immediately. Just theoretically, what will it allow users to do and what makes you so excited about the random number generator?
So you like when you go to game, right? When you, for example, like when you get the gacha or like you need to roll something, it's like basically it's like if you have backend service, you can query the backend and it will generate the random number and back like you have 20% to get the item. Normally you request the backend, but now it's like you can do it on chain. So it actually I don't know. You can actually
it opens up some possibilities.
Yeah, you can do is the random number in your contract. That's the main thing is you don't need to query the backend any service outside. So yeah,
that's pretty cool. And is that's quite a special development for Ultra? It's quite novel, or is that quite commonplace with other blockchains? Just checking. That's
all.
The default is it's special.
You can do it on chain. That's the thing. Is you don't need to do off chain, right? Everything is
pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. That sounds very cool. Well, thank you for that, Duncan. Didn't mean to put you on the spot. And thank you for navigating that timeline very carefully. So finally, Duncan, I've enjoyed having you on the show, and I'm hoping everybody, the community, feels like they know a little bit more about the blockchain team and knows a little bit more about you. But we always ask our guests, this is a gaming company after all, and you've made it very clear that you're a gamer. Is there a game you're playing at the moment that you enjoy the most? Something that you can't wait to get to after this episode, for example?
Okay, so for multiplayer, I'm a league player for like 10 years or something. But I less playing
You're
the
a league player
now. Yeah.
Okay, well that's a little tidbit nobody knew about it. Is there anywhere somebody can watch you in action?
No, I've been retired for a few years now. Don't have actually the time. But I used to play like when it come out, I play on the US server, then I play on the China server, then I play on Vietnamese server. So it's all over.
And what do you play now to relax?
So now is my console is my my only place I go to. So recently I play like Metaphor, this awesome game. And also currently I just finished Metaphor like a few weeks back. Now I'm playing like Indiana Jones. So it's very awesome. You can go like solving the puzzle or something. Actually, it's like my job daily.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds very similar to blockchain development.
Yeah, solving the mystery and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you, Duncan, so much again for taking time out. I know it's late where you are. I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you for joining, and thank you for providing your insights. I know everybody's everybody's super excited to hear from the blockchain team. So we will have Adam on a future episode, and hopefully he says nice things. But thank you for your work with Ultra and all of the products you've been releasing. Do you have any last words for the community before you head out?
We are kind of like back of the back. So if everything working out fine, you never notice me and Adam. So
Well.
it's
So you're saying
nothing.
if it's working fine, you're not noticed, and if you're not noticed, it's
Yeah,
working fine. That's great. That's great. Well, that's why we bring you to the front, Duncan, because nothing's working properly, and we came to ask you why. No, thank you for the work, and Ultra's got a great blockchain and obviously a great blockchain team, and it's been such a pleasure having you on, and hopefully we get to have you on again soon. But hopefully you enjoy the evening with your family, and thank you for staying on so late. I'm gonna let you go now. Thank you again.
okay. Thank you. See you guys.
Guys, that was Duncan Dam. What a great guy. Very cool to work with, very cool to talk to. And so great to bring him to the front a little bit. They definitely deserve it. They work hard, and not enough transparency and not enough, exposure to the back end team. So very happy to have them here. And again, we're going to have Ultra Reload next week, as we do every single week. And we'll have some more Ultra staff come on board. We'll have some more industry professionals in the near future who are going to come on and give their 2 cents. But the last few weeks of Ultra Reload have been very roadmap focused, which has been super exciting. And if you guys have any questions for Gus, please remember there is a CEO Q&A form, Google form in the Discord, the Ultra Discord. Please go over there, submit your questions. We do Comb X as well. We look for your questions there. But if you could submit them through the Google form, that makes it so easy for us to take your questions, bring them to the CEO, answer them on this live episode. So that's it for Ultra Reload this week, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for welcoming Duncan. And as always, thank you to Gus for taking the time out to come give some updates, answer some questions, and show us the way forward. And as always, Ultra is inevitable. Guys, it has been a pleasure, and we will see you next week.
It's time for your favorite show. We'll make your brain explode. I am your host. Welcome to Ultra Reload.